We still talking sports.
No.
Y'all said Oakland was like top 10.
Hey, I
Number
did.
2.
Nah, but y'all did say Marshawn was gonna get 1,000 yards.
You said it.
Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Mr. Tucker. Let's go down the line, starting to the right.
Hey, Mike in the house.
What's good, JB in the building?
You know me.
Round of applause to our special guest, Mr. Quinton Brown himself. The legend. Welcome to the show, brother.
The legend.
Thanks for coming on.
About any of that.
Yeah, they say you the legend.
They say you're the legend.
They say you the legend. So look, right, we're gonna get right into it. We want to thank y'all for watching, JB.
Yeah, no mute. You know what I'm saying? You know mute. There you go. Okay.
Give them the socials and all that.
So like, share, follow us on Instagram at the Huddle _show, Twitter the Huddle _show, Facebook. Is Facebook the underscore or just Huddle?
Just the Huddle.
The Huddle show on Facebook as well. Like, share, comment, tweet, all that good stuff. Hit us on Periscope as well. We in there.
Thank you. Amos, what's going on, bruh? So let's get right into it. Friday Night Lights. We had a chance to go see Largo and Douglas play. Shout out to those, that came out to the game. Shout out to the coaches. But let's get into some of the scores. So we had Central finally got a W. They beat Green Street Academy 6-0.
What?
Potomac at Crossland. We had Potomac 48-0. Oxon Hill at Fairmont 47-0.
Wow.
Yeah, Oxon Hill. Douglas at Friendly. Who won that? Douglas won that 22-0.
Of course.
We got Flowers at Gwynn Park. Flowers won that 14-7. We have Duval at High Point. Duval won that 44-0. The game of the week, Bladensburg at Largo. Shout out to my man, he won his first game. Shout out to B West, that's our coach of the week. That score was 36-0. Running clock. Reggie, holla at me.
I heard it was like 30 at halftime.
30. It was bad.
30-0.
It was bad.
Yeah, we got a little footage. You
Little
know what I mean?
footage.
Log on to www.huddle.com if you want to see a little footage from the game. Bowie at Laurel, 28-13 Laurel. Suitland at Northwestern. Suitland won that 27-12. Wise at Parkdale, 47-0. Wise. And Roosevelt at Sarasville, 52-6 Roosevelt. Shout out to Twan and Harry and that coaching staff over there.
Wow.
So let's get into it. Coach of the week, Byron Westbrook, got his first W. Shout out to my boy Salisbury. What's going on with college football, Mike?
College football, there's a lot of games, but the more interesting things that took place, Washington State upset UFC 30-27. I got to throw a plug in for Florida. They actually won. They actually scored points, so it's a struggle this year. Bowie State also won again this week. Mopped them. I ain't even going to put a squad there. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Bowie State. Georgia beat Tennessee 41-0. Figured that was considered something that should be talked about since Tennessee was ranked this year. Troy upset LSU 24-21. That's a huge loss for LSU, and they was ranked 24. And Clemson beat Virginia Tech 31-17. This was significant because they're the first team in history to win 3 games against top 15 teams in the month of September. Like that, they scheduled vicious this year. And they doing what they need. Yeah, they doing what they got to do. So that's pretty much what's going on in college, man.
Well, Mike, can I ask you a question? So, if you the coach of Ole Miss and you get smashed
Hey,
by Alabama 66-3,
that's
what
bad.
would you do as the AD?
The coach or the AD?
The AD.
I have a talk with the. I mean, the coach ain't. This is the first time he had any kind of terrible letdown as a coach.
But 66-3?
Man, look, did they have the same talent they had last year? Absolutely not. They lost a lot of their receiving core. And that's basically what they did last year. They didn't run the ball.
That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. Let me see you do better when you got less talent.
Numbers don't lie.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. That's all you got?
That's all. Yeah, that's it.
All right, so I'm gonna call him Q. Q, let's get into your background. What you got going on? Where you started? What you doing right now? Some things you see in the league going on. So first, tell us where you started, where you play football at.
So I came up with Silver Hill, in Temple Hills, and I attended high school though at Douglas. Shout out to those guys, man. Coach Pinckney and Coach Bill and those guys doing a really good job on their staff, with a really good, talented team. And then I went on to play. I was, all met and all that stuff, but went on to play at Syracuse. Played as a true freshman, and I think the rest of my college career led to why I started Wing Builders in the first place. So I made a series of not the right decision, and I won't say I wasn't a bad kid. I handled the things I was supposed to do and my obligations, but you make a series of mistakes, and you get under the bus, and a new class comes in, and you lose your opportunity. So the big thing was, I saw it when I came home that other kids were doing it too. So I wanted to address a need where kids need to be equipped with the information where they don't look at college from high school and say, man, they sorry. Nobody's sorry, but guys might not make the decisions in order to gain the coach trust, who needs a 17-year-old kid to do all the right things so that he can keep his job. Speaking to your point about 63-0 loss, like those kids are between 17 and 22, and they're supposed to do the right thing against other kids who got recruited to go to college for free as well, to play football. So
are you blaming the coach or are you blaming the players?
They go hand in hand, but I'm just saying
66-3. That's embarrassment.
You'd be surprised, man. I'll tell you that 4 plays can get you blown out in college. It don't take as much as you think, especially when you play a team like Alabama. You have some mental errors, 3 straight drives, and 21-0 is gonna get out of hand real fast when you playing a team like Alabama, because you're gonna go 3 and out anyway, right? Like they're gonna have drives against Clemson with the Deshaun Watson where they go 3 and out. How is that team going to respond? They give the ball back and they go up right away. That game is going to get out of hand fast.
Not to be long-winded, but what would you say to your players?
My players will have to figure out who they want to be. What's important to you? So the reason I love college football to watch a little bit more than pro football is because of the level of pride that is displayed. It's very immature, right? What Baker Mayfield did at Ohio State, but you can see he didn't really. I don't think he really meant to be disrespectful.
Yeah, he
was just prideful. Like he went to Ohio State and he put it on them.
Yeah,
with a team that's not supposed to be better, right? I don't know if that's true or not, but they're not supposed to be. That's not what the media says. So he got a lot of pride. It's a lot of emotion for a 22-year-old kid to go into an environment where he's playing in front of 110 people that's rooting against you, and you go and take that L and hand it out. Yeah. Surrender Cobra face.
So talk a little bit about your program.
Yeah, so I offer skills and foundational footwork training to kids from 8 and up. I have a few kids that's a little younger, but the big thing I think that I want to set myself apart from other people is, as a parent, you can go on YouTube and find drills. Like you don't need a trainer to work on footwork, but I think what's important is he be able to explain the purpose of each thing. And so more than that, I try to teach them football, how to play the game instead of just improving their athleticism. Because a lot of the kids you see from this area, man, we got a lot of really athletic kids. But the goal for us as coaches, as trainers in this space here, is to be able to catch up the skill level the way it is with basketball in this area. Like you see kids go to play basketball in college and they're dominant right away. We have those type of athletes on the football field too. But they have to be aware of the game above the shoulders and have some gamemanship. So when they go to school, they go with an awareness of their skill set. They understand the type of schools or the type of coaching staff, the type of resources they need to be successful at the next level. So I just try to equip them with some of that information so that they can be long-term successful as well.
You had a question?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to know where did the name come from? Like, why did you pick Wing Builders?
Wow. So when I was in 8th grade, my last year playing with Silver Hill, I had a coach. I remember like my last practice. It still stick with me. I'm 31 now. I was 13, and I remember he sat us down and he said, "You know, this can be our last game and Boys and Girls Club, and some of y'all never gonna play football again. Most of y'all are gonna just be hall walkers."
Wow.
And I thought it was like, I guess I got it. Like now I look at it, I was like, I get it. Like it's tough love type of deal. But some of us didn't have our dads in our lives. Some of us might have lived with grandparents. And we were 13, so I thought that was like a tough thing to tell a kid at 13 years old. Like, you don't know how it could impact me, like impact them. Like for me, it was kind of like in the bag with motivation, right? But at some point, you got to realize like it's not enough negativity in the world to keep you going. Once you reach a point, people gonna love you. Then, well, how you gonna respond to that? So, you know, I just felt like no kid deserved to have their wings clipped. You know, no kid deserved to feel like his circumstances should make him be destined for failure. So, every kid I deal with, I try to meet them where they are, and I try to make sure that I can make sure that they're the best version of themselves. I'm gonna make sure that they fly, and it might not be for football, but I'm gonna make sure that the work ethic that we put in here, that it becomes who they are, not what they do. You know, they gotta compete in the classroom, or I don't care if the progress reports come out and the grades trash. Like, keep your kid at home, because he's not going. He needs to focus on what's important right now.
What's going on, Kenneth? You got Kenneth saying shout out to Silver Hill.
Like that.
So I got a question.
Blue Steel.
Go ahead, Glenn.
With the findings about CTE and whatnot, you know, I saw a study that said at any age, if you play one full season of football, it increases your chance of brain damage. So if the science keeps stacking up like that, how do you see yourself or other people that do what you do saying, hey, maybe I shouldn't be trying to funnel kids to this in this direction?
That's a great question. So it's tough for me because, I mean, I'm not a big guy, right? But I hadn't taken a lot of hard hits in my life. So it's tough for me to really say that. Second thing is, football is and always will be, it's a collision sport. It's a gladiator sport. And maybe at certain points we might talk about the age where it begins. But you gotta be kind of nuts to want to play football anyway, right? Like, it's a reason why Charles Barkley said, they hit too hard for me. And we wouldn't call him in the 90s a not tough guy, right? Like, you know, so everybody is not supposed to do everything. And even though you're athletic, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to play football. You know, and I think that sometimes we want an inclusionary society where everybody should be able to do something. But the fact of the matter is, you have to have a certain makeup in order to play this game. And you have to have an attitude problem, because you put your kid in a position where if he's not being taught the game correctly, he can get hurt. He can hurt himself. But if taught the game the correct way, I think that you can decrease and we got to work on like how tackling is taught too at younger ages. When a kid is like dizzy, he don't got to go again. Like, you know, sometimes it's like, it's no stat for big hits, you know? And I think that we preach that, hit him, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's tackle him. Like, that's the job is to get him down. So like, I think that those are some things that you can do to make the game safer, but it's more of a mentality. But again, how you teach the game, I think is more important than anything else.
Cool. Anybody? Hold on, what's going on, John?
Sleep?
No, I'm sitting.
Man, I went to sleep.
How you feeling? You stressed
got
out?
something on your mind? No. I'm just looking at You alright?
Let's get into the show, man.
JB look like he's dazed. Something like that.
Let's get into the show. So before we close out, one last thing I want to say: what have you learned from playing football? What has changed you as a man from playing football?
I recognize one of the biggest things that I've learned from football is the world doesn't owe you anything. You know, and I say that from like my college experience too. I'm not gonna say that I didn't feel like I was the best player, but the best players don't always play. And there are certain things that you have to do.
I like that one.
There are certain things that you have to do in order to get what you want. And if you don't do the right things, you don't make the next right decision, the world will not pay you with the things that you want. So you have to learn how to separate yourself from people who are not in the same direction as you, even if you've known them your whole life. Or you might just have to distance yourself and know when the time is right, to hang out with them. But definitely the world doesn't owe you anything. And you only owe what you work for.
Yeah, Birdman.
I'm like, what's going on?
But let's give him one more round of applause. We're going to get into these topics. And we definitely want you to chime in when you hear some things that you feel like speaking on. So let's get into the first one. Rick Pitino. Rick Pitino.
Well,
Slicky Rick.
Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. So Rick Pitino has now been suspended from Louisville for more allegations. He was just suspended 3 months ago because he was out there getting recruits, strippers, and all that other stuff.
Hey, shaky.
So shout out to Shake. So my question is this: before we dive into that topic, why is the FBI doing the investigation and not NCAA?
Man, I don't know. I
What's
found
the point of NCAA?
No, I didn't even know that this was going. This is news to me when it first, when it first came out in the news. I said the same thing. I was like, what the FBI got to do with it? It's we got a lot of cross between our sports now and the judicial system. It's like, I thought this was this business thing. Unless somebody committed a crime, then okay. And that's what they are saying that to a certain extent too.
Nah, whatever. Rick is good. Rick is good with me.
Rick-
He gonna
Rick
turn around
good
and
with
pay
you.
somebody. He gonna turn around and pay me underneath the table when the NCAA won't gonna pay me and my family's struggling. And he try to make things happen.
So you saying as the recruit?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, yeah.
so me
That's-
personally, I'm like, damn, you got caught. But personally, I'm like, hey, good job, Rick.
That's a whole bunch of them that got caught now. It ain't just Rick.
So let me go over a couple details and then we elaborate on this. So Tuesday, the FBI sent in their charges or whatever. So USC, Arizona, Oklahoma State, and Auburn. These the 4 schools right now where they're targeting
Some more now.
these violations. Right now, all of them are going towards the assistant coaches. All of the head coaches have not been targeted yet. So the assistant coaches, that's one thing. No head coaches, that's 2 things. Now, what got Louisville in trouble? An Adidas rep gave a player $100,000 to go to Louisville. They got caught up. Adidas just now jumped into the number 2 shoe in the game as far as, Nike. It was Jordan, now it's Adidas. So that's another big thing. So right now they're saying the NCAA is threatening to give Louisville the death penalty, which means the basketball program will be eliminated for a year. I never even knew they had a death penalty, or that's what they called it.
It happened to SMU back in the day for football.
Yeah. So this is my thing. You a kid from the hood or wherever you from, right? You struggling, sports is your thing. You're a basketball player. You go to all these AAU games. You play AAU. Nike owns AAU, Adidas, Under Armour. They pretty much control the circuit, right? They market these people. So let's say you're a top 10 recruit. Mike, you're the best shooting guard in the country. You number 3. You got Nike on your line. Look, man, I just give you all these clothes. I want you to wear this stuff, and maybe go to Duke. You got Adidas call you, hey, I give you all this Adidas clothes, get you a little car, take care of your mother. I ain't give you $50,000 to go to Louisville. Matter of fact, I give you $100,000. You don't have problem with your clothes. You have problem with your money. So how does a recruit turn down the money when they need the money?
Well, let me add on to your question, Coach. If they come to you, Adidas come to you, Nike come to you, what would you do?
Come to him with what?
I don't want to be, I'm not in that situation, so I don't want to be self-righteous, but I wouldn't want to influence. My thing is that I would tell my kids, like, you've been broke for 18 years. Like, you're going to be paid next year. Like, so you put a lot of people in jeopardy, like, for doing it right now. Like, I mean, I think that and don't get me wrong, there are other ways that schools take care of kids than giving them physical money. Like, there are moms who don't have great jobs that get good jobs out of nowhere in order for their sons to get a job through the alumni network. There's other things that boosters do to try to help kids want to go there that doesn't involve exchanging money. It's also illegal, but it's less unethical. And, I think that it's really tough, though, to ask an 18-year-old to take care of his family. Like, I get it, but it just so happened that he hit the genetic lottery and he can jump high and shoot a basketball or run fast or, So I think it's tough, but it's an arms race. And that's what happens when capitalism gets involved in amateurism. And so the NCAA is to blame. I don't know if you really want to blame the schools. They just take advantage of the system. Like, I mean, I think that's just gonna happen. They don't get in trouble. Nobody thought it was weird that Rick Pitino coaching in white suits.
Right. Gang. Out here.
I'm just saying.
So let's go with Rick Pitino. Let's just talk about Rick Pitino right now. Here goes some stats on Rick Pitino. They saying right now his net worth is $25 million. Right?
Wow.
He is the highest paid college coach. I'm talking Coach K. Everybody, the highest paid college coach.
How many chips you got?
Last year he grossed $7.76 million. Hold on, we got to call Mr. Griffin calling in. Can I get the mic? Pause. Mr. Griffin.
How you doing?
Pretty good, man. You watching the show?
Yep.
Yeah, so how you feel about the topic with the FBI investigating NCAA basketball, Rick Pitino and these coaches that are giving these kids the money to come to their schools? Is that something new? How you feel about it?
No, I don't know anyone who's been much closer to me that is surprised by it. The only reaction I've heard from people who are much closer than I've been, what took them so long, it's just the optics are really disturbing, and frankly, I mean, are you telling me only black coaches are doing this?
That's first time.
The big fish, and so that the optics are a little unnerving, and the fact that this isn't just, well, you got to be suspended or this is jail time, and so it's really that's not surprising at all, and I mean, I think it just speaks to the level that the entire system is really one where it would be more surprising if you didn't find out this was going on than we did, than it did.
All right.
So my question is, do you think it's ethical to do it, but he got caught? So basically what you're saying that other people do it, but he got caught because he's a big fish.
That's what it comes down to. I think with the whole prostitution scandal, I mean, he may have put himself in the targets, and as we all know, look, for Louisville to cut loose, and they haven't officially done it, but it's just a matter of time. For them to cut loose or a proven winner like Rick Pitino, it's only because they had to. They didn't have any choice.
Okay.
But basically, I just think the incentives are in the entire system is set where this is going to happen. People are going to do this. And I don't think it's much a question of ethics as it is a question of economics. It's inevitable.
So, Mr. Griffin, last question before I let you go. If you had a son, he's
Call me Gus, man.
Gus. You was my teacher. I gotta give you that respect. You know. All right, Mr. Gus. So if you had a son and he was a top recruit, or daughter, I'm sorry. Shout out to everybody with daughters. If you had a kid and they was a top recruit, and they had, let's say, North Carolina coming after them, and a coach contacted you offering you $200,000 and 2 new trucks, would you persuade your kid to go to that school knowing they wanted to go?
That's the answer right there.
See the deal you
That's the answer right there.
2 trucks.
So, Susan, you're going to North Carolina. Right.
Do I have to answer on the air?
That's the answer right there.
We already got your answer.
We got you guys.
Yeah. Well, look, man, we definitely appreciate you watching the show. If you feel like commenting on some other topics, just call right back in.
All right. I'm proud of you fellas.
All right, thank you, man.
Good looking.
Thank you.
All the best.
All right.
And-
Want that money, man?
Right.
Man, look.
Anwar said this been going on since John Wooden at UCLA.
Yeah.
That's
Kentucky
true,
as well.
too.
Yeah, I mean,
Kentucky as well.
Shouldn't send your kid to university with no classes.
Yeah. Yeah.
at the end of the day,
I
it ain't,
agree. I mean,
at the end of the day, it ain't gonna stop unless the NCAA change their thinking on these young dudes.
Yeah, paying them. Yeah. But
Doing something for them. I ain't not necessarily giving them money, but
I bet you.
You know.
I bet you the change if HBCUs was doing.
it probably would.
They
But I mean, not necessarily money, but just improving their circumstances overall help them out. So, like you said, if you can get my mother a better job or my father a better job, or if I'm a farmer, you can get me a new tractor that's going to help me. You
Back then,
know,
He's watching Blue Chip.
yeah. You know, if you can do that, you know.
New track.
Cool, like, or if you're gonna pay my off-campus housing and you know give me extra money on my stipend every month, cool. Like, just it's certain things they can do, but they just don't want to. They want to keep all the money for themselves. Because I mean, they're making a lot of bread off these young players.
Majority
do
of
you
that's
think
still illegal.
players should get paid? Yes or no?
Yeah, why not?
It's a slippery slope.
It is.
Yeah,
that's
it's,
And then
That's
because
So
so the thing is, if you pay me now, what's my incentive to play hard so I can make it to the league? Like if I'm already getting
you ain't
this,
about to get that kind of bread, bro.
no, I'm just saying. But just think about it. So if I'm making 100,000, say I'm
try to
making
go to the league and make millions.
yeah, but if I'm already making 100,000, I'm not gonna put that same effort in that I'm putting in making no money.
Yes, I
I'm
am.
not gonna.
But how you gonna pay the next person who like sitting on the bench? How you gonna pay a tennis player?
Yeah,
That's
Soccer
what- that's-
player?
that's
so
what-
it's
so-
so many
No, that's
different
what-
levels.
that's
I
kind
agree.
of where I would say the
Yeah.
slippery slope exists is because every scholarship not created equal. So like for example, right? All right, when I don't know how much tuition is now at Syracuse, but when I went there, it was like 46 grand a year.
Yeah, you're right.
So like my scholarship is worth like, and I know like in terms of like housing, my meal plan, what I'm eating in the dining hall, all of that stuff. My scholarship worth way more than 200 grand over, 4 years. If I go to a D2 school who don't gross as much money, how so it's like the arms race gets worse, and then again, right, my jersey not getting sold.
Yeah.
If I'm like competing for a job, starter might have. My thing is like if you balling, like they should have just like a stipend that's included in your scholarship. But if you balling, you the star quarterback of a college town, why you can't do a dealership commercial?
Yeah,
Why you can't do
At
it?
Eastern Motors.
Exactly.
that's just
Exactly.
like the twins that we had on WCW. Dakota and
UNLV?
Dylan. Yeah, that's just like them. So they would have stayed another year, play basketball, but NCAA didn't want them to pursue their modeling and music career while they were in school. So they was like, man, we just gonna graduate now instead of playing another year, which they wanted to. But so that's the thing. It's like if you're not gonna let me do what I need to do to make money on the side, then yeah, I got rolled.
It's not enough kids that's equipped to take advantage of the system. Like it's not like Christian Ponder. He in the league right now. He played 5 years at Florida State. My man has a master's and a bachelor's degree. He graduated with Myron Rowe, right? Who everybody know about. Like, it's not enough kids who know to do that. Like, take these summer classes. It's hard anyway. I don't need friends. Like, don't have time. I can load up, take 20 credits a semester, knock them out, and not have a life and live a great life, whether I play football in the NFL and work out or I don't. And have no loans. Because, like, people not really, if you know anybody that has loans,
Bruh.
you can't really say that the scholarship not worth nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, unless you didn't make it worth nothing. If you majored in something that's not going to make you no money, that just means that you majored in football, and I won't say you dropped the ball. Like, it's not their fault that kids like are told to not really think about what else they could be passionate about,
Right on.
other than football or basketball.
So let's get into the second topic, since we're talking about politics and sports. So really politics and sports right here. So we got number 45, y'all president. And then we got Kaepernick, we got the NFL, we got these owners, we got a new trend and everything. So as our guest, overall, how do you feel about, first, Kaepernick's protest? Do you agree with him? Do you disagree? As far as what he first protested for.
I agree. I mean, can you disagree with the fact that like all people should be treated equally and looked at the same? I mean, I find it perplexing that people like have an issue with like what he was talking about. I don't think that's the issue. It's just like cognitive dissonance.
Very easy, very clear to see that his message was what it was. So now it's been misconstrued to some new message, right? So how do you feel about 45 coming out saying these owners should either fire or take the money back from the players that are kneeling for Kaepernick's cause?
You seen that 30 for 30 when he got that check that he did the lawsuit against the NFL for? He ended the interview. It's like a $7 check because he sued him.
For real?
Yeah, he's a clown.
Yeah. He went against the NFL with the USP. Was it US?
Because he moved them from spring to the fall, and
tried to battle them. They lost.
Yeah,
And they lost the football season in the summertime. They tried to go against the NFL.
So, Mike, you have it. You watch a bunch of sports. How do you feel about these owners now linking up with the team, taking the knee when half of them voted for Trump and even gave him more money for his campaign?
They doing quality control right now, man. So they see that the tide is kind of turning. It's getting to be a real controversial thing. So now they're trying to play middle of the road. That's why when Jerry came out and had them kneel first, then lock arms for the anthem, it's kind of trying to, hey, we supporting both. We're making both sides of the fence happy. But that's weak. In my mind, it's still weak. Either you're gonna do it or you're not. So they just playing quality control, trying to protect that dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's on the level as Rosa Parks or Muhammad Ali who protested the war? Do you think it's on that level?
Nah, because they done watered it down. They watered it down now.
Yeah.
Folks didn't join it and with the strength that it needed to have in the beginning. Whether it's kneeling continuously and not locking out. Like, it's so many different versions. There's so many protests now. Everybody has a different view of it that now the message is lost.
I agree.
Whereas Rosa Parks and those other movements, it was a direct message. You understood what time it was. You knew what was going on. So that's the difference.
Right. Okay.
So I got a bigger question. So over these last centuries, years, we protesting, we marching. We got Muhammad Ali not going to fight, not going to war, all this other thing, different marches, even up to Kaepernick. What has really changed? What have we gained from these marches?
Nothing. Personally, if you say you have the president, y'all president, who is doing diversity within the country. Now they're trying to say it's about the flag. They miss the message behind this injustice. It's not about the flag. So, for me, I said nothing.
So I guess let me rephrase my question. Does marches and protests work?
To some
To
I'm about to
an
say it
extent.
can.
it should get the conversation started, but
Yeah.
then some action has to come behind it.
Correct.
My thing. So what action have we seen from early protests to today?
Midterm
What-
elections.
What have we won as a race, as a people, as anything? It's still racism. They still control the dollar. We still are considered and looked at as slaves.
And the problem is, all these years we still been trying to come together. That's been the common message, and we have yet to truly come together. So until we come together and make our dollar mean something, because we spend the most out of everybody.
Mike, I agree with you, but I disagree respectfully because midterm elections, you need to vote for the people that go into.
You do need to do that too.
So the people you put in Congress is the people that will make the decisions.
But let me ask you this, Charlie.
Yes, sir.
All this time, no matter who you vote for, just like the presidential election, we was gonna be in a mess.
But the midterm election will decide the Senate and the House. So go ahead.
It's twofold. So you do got to vote,
Right, you do.
but then we also gotta, like Mike said, come together like as a unit. So back in the day, like years like 40, 50, 60 years ago, they was about unity. They was about helping each other out. If you was struggling as my neighbor, I'ma come help you out. If you ain't no babysitter, I got you so you can go to work, vice versa. So that's the thing that we got to do now is band together to say, all right, look, we not tolerating all this stuff no more.
I agree,
One, we gonna put people in office.
Okay.
We gonna go to these meetings because so the thing is, prime example. So out in Montgomery County, they wanted to put the stadium out there at one point, the FedEx Field out there at one point. That was one of the locations. All them people, Caucasians, they like, nah, we not having that. So they shut that down. They wanted to put a big Walmart, like this big super Walmart out there. Nah. So thing is, they go to those meetings about land development and all that stuff. What's coming in and out their neighborhood. You come PG County, we not going to those meetings. Now, granted, probably some of the reason is we all working 2-3 jobs, so we tired. So we like, man, I ain't got time to go to no meeting that ain't nothing gonna change. So that's the mentality.
I agree.
Now granted, if enough of us say, you know what, I'm gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna go to this meeting, things will start to change.
And voice my opinion. I agree. Totally
So
agree.
So make a stand then, Charlie. I'm gonna tell you when your next meeting in your neighborhood, and I want you to send us a picture.
I will not. JB, you don't know. JB. Well, that's what the stripper calls him.
Hey, what?
What just happened? Oh no. Okay, cool. Alright, so since we giving out advice, here go my next topic. OJ Simpson got out of jail yesterday. 12:08.
The juice is loose.
The juice is now in his eye.
What would you do? You just got out of jail. What's the first thing you do?
Not trying to steal my stuff back.
You what? Hold on.
Not trying to steal my stuff back.
OJ has just went back to jail.
Hey,
so Mike, what advice you giving OJ? He just got out.
Go find some gloves that fit. Say nah, man. And look, but here's the question. Before I say anything, I do got a question though. Does he still I don't know if he's limited to getting his pension since he got locked up?
Yeah, he can now.
He still get it? Man, look, get your pension, bruh. Go play some golf. Just chill. His pension was nice.
First thing I do is go get something to eat, then go hit. Vice versa, might be hit, then eat.
So for the viewers that's watching the show, they don't understand what it is.
Right, what's supposed to hit?
Are you saying punch? What
Right.
are you
you going to the gym?
He don't need to be valid no more, Charlie.
What are you saying, Charlie?
Matter of fact, don't elaborate.
Right.
OJ is 70 years old and getting out of jail. What advice do we have for real though?
OJ just gotta go chill. Wherever he live at, his little house, he just need to go, chill out, get his pension, play golf if that's his thing, or go volunteer somewhere. Like he just need to volunteer. That's what I said. Volunteer somewhere and chill. I mean, you 70. You don't.
Coach, what you got for OJ?
I don't have nothing for OJ.
He said he went black.
Go get a nice cigar and chill and relax.
So let's get into one of our other topics.
But hold on, would it be funny if you tried to do another? What was that movie he used to be in?
Naked Cop.
Naked Gun.
Nah, we don't want to see no more
Get a
naked
cigar
guys.
and just go chill.
You probably gonna try to be on the Kardashians though. They say that
Oh, yeah,
that
he gonna-
Chloe
he
is
gonna
daughter
be
or
on
something right there.
Oh man.
Hey,
So what happens if Chloe is
that's
daughter?
his daughter, yeah. Cause
Why?
did you see the picture with his other two daughters and her in the picture with them? No, she looked just like them. Like all her facial features is with them.
So his
She look like OJ though.
Yeah. No, she looked like the two daughters. Cause they don't look exactly like him, but they got some of his features, and she got all of their features. Like she just a light skinned version of the two daughters, cause they chocolate.
So how OJ even tie in with them besides the lawyer thing?
So he was friends first with Chris, like he knew Chris, and then him and
That's bad.
what's cuz name?
My man E News. Oh, ain't E News.
Yeah, Rob.
Not Rob.
No, yeah, the father.
Yeah.
Her.
Which father? Man, mother?
Yeah, his name is Robert. Robert Kardashian.
Oh yeah, that is his name. So the real
I
father.
have no idea.
Okay.
So he was friends with him. So they, back then, they all swapping. Wife swapping back in
So
the day.
OJ might have hit his man wife with his
So he did. Before they, I think so.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, if you see the daughters, he hit that jump. He hit that jump.
Your new nickname, E-News with Jay.
So
I'm gonna show y'all a picture.
When
He hit that jump.
OJC Bruce / Caitlyn, what he gonna say to him?
Oh, he gonna be like, "What's up, cuz?" But but he don't got no pasta that one. So because he'd like, "Hey, look, what's up, cuz? I'm gonna go over here and see Chris." But they look just like each other. Yeah, that's his door the whole time. That's
Hey, y'all petty as a mud. So that's Chloe on the left.
That's her. Yeah, that's
Chloe
her.
on the left, and that's his door on the right.
Ooh. Shout out to OJ.
You
man.
see all the
That's why she getting
features:
that plastic surgery.
nose, lips, chin.
Trying to
She
change
look
up.
like her sisters, yeah. It's like, no.
She
Yeah.
got all the features.
You petty,
She just resemble Babe Ruth though.
man. She look like she look like the
Not
piggy.
Babe Ruth, but
Like
if
the
you
piggy
see,
that went to the market.
it's a picture with her standing with the two daughters. If you see that picture, they look just alike. She just the light skinned version.
Oh, wow.
Let's move on. 'Cause I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what that is.
That's the young Chloe, old Chloe.
So
No, that's Sydney. That's her name. That's
Yeah,
OJ
Sydney.
Oh,
daughter.
Sydney.
Yeah, I thought so too. Like before
See,
and after.
young Chloe look just like her.
well, shout out to all of them. What they doing?
That's
Wild
OJ
China,
joint.
all of them.
That's
Gang.
OJ joint.
So let's talk about this Ray Lewis petition.
Man, forget Ray, huh?
Ray,
Forget
y'all see
Ray.
my man on
First of all, Coach, how do you feel about Ray Lewis and his comments and his actions? 2 knees, Buddy Lee denim.
Michael Jordan, James.
Yeah,
Jordan be doing bad, man.
yeah.
Them stone acid ones.
The whole Steve Harvey connection.
Man, we got pleated jeans.
He do though. Them joints bad.
So how you feel about it? You know what I mean? What's going on? Let's talk about Ray.
Ray frustrating to me. But I mean, I don't know, man. Okay, so if you look at that petition, it's like 60,000 people now. that
Right
signed
now,
it.
it's up to 66,000 signatures to remove the Ray Lewis statue.
I'm about to
from
go
the
sign
stadium.
that Joe. I ain't even
But
Ravens
so
fan.
the issue is, I mean, at least they coming together because the people who started that petition is mad that he got on the knee and they don't know that he was on 2 knees praying.
But he should have got
I wish that he just wouldn't talk.
Yeah.
You know, if it's kind of, it's kind of like if you're not going to add to the conversation either way, just don't say nothing.
Yeah, he doing too much. He started out this way, went this way, now he's trying to defend it.
You're not with it. You should have, if you didn't agree with it, you should have stood up with your hand over your heart in the corner of the end zone and then walked the kid
why did he
out
get a
to
statue
Wembley
from the
Stadium and flipped the coin.
For a
Ray is
championship.
top 5 middle linebacker all time.
For winning
Might
the
be top-
championship.
Let's not take away
Great.
his accolades.
No,
And his statue is in shoulder pads. So like,
But the 2 murder charges that he beat.
They ain't got nothing to do
He
with
beat
his
2?
skills.
But the same thing. Okay, you gonna remove my statue because I kneel,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I committed murder. You're not gonna.
Well, you don't know
He got
that.
off.
he was winning games then, B.
He didn't get convicted. He didn't get
But
convicted.
accessory to it.
So do you remove a statue for his personal views? He still got
They
the
do it all
numbers.
the time.
They do it all the time. They shouldn't, but they do.
So, do you think the statue should be removed?
I ain't gonna sign it. But Ray loose. Because my thing is, granted, you said you was praying. We don't know what you said, but you say you was praying. Cool. Don't choose that time to pray then. Like pray standing up or sitting down
Could have
somewhere.
prayed at the house before he left.
You could have prayed sitting on the bench. Like
Yeah.
it's other ways you could have prayed and then not seem like you was, flip flopping.
Yeah.
To
But when you
everybody
get in-
else,
when you get in trouble, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to God or
Yeah.
whoever,
because people not gonna challenge that. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, you wasn't. They not gonna challenge it because it's just Ray just loose. He just need to go chill.
Should they remove the statue or not, Charlie?
I don't give a fuck.
My bad.
Tell us how you really think.
Hey,
Man, shout out to Charlie. Hey, Mike, what we doing with the statue, Mike?
hey, man, they can leave his statue. He already paying a heavy price, man. He got the public embarrassment. He's also out here ruining friendships between him, Shannon Sharp, and even Chris Carter. He was on that show, got a little out of hand right there too. Chris Carter was looking at him like, bruh, really? So
I wanted to jab him whole
yeah,
time.
you know,
was
so
a drug addict. Come on now.
man, look, it don't
Everybody
matter
got
what he
a
was.
vice.
No matter what he
Everybody
was,
got vice, Charlie.
No matter what he was, Charlie messing up friendships.
Just then what? The Cowboys lost again.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we lost.
Let's get back.
My bad.
That's all good. We
What's
lost.
going on? Is Dak getting that second season, that pressure?
Dog, anytime
it ain't that.
anytime you throw 3 touchdowns, I don't understand complaints.
Look at his stats
serious?
speak for itself. Like, look at the stats. You can't
So
just
you
go
talking
off.
stats on victories. Coach,
No,
help you
It's
out.
not
Dak
his
is a
fault.
beast. Let's
No,
just put
It's
that out.
it's not his fault.
what I'm saying is, Charlie,
Right.
just because we lost the game, you can't just say, oh, it's Dak some garbage,
You
or
didn't
it's
say
Dak, is it
That's
his
the first
fault,
thing
or
you've
it's
been
Dak?
talking about.
Like, you can't.
We said the
one,
Cowboys.
it's a team sport.
We said the Cowboys garbage.
They
No,
not.
they not.
Offense good, defense.
Offense good, defense still a little shaky, you know.
Oh, that's bad.
Our
So,
secondary
Is that considered
always
the
been.
Cowboys, or is considered what? You separating now.
No, it's the same. What I'm saying is, it ain't
Yeah.
just Dak. It's a whole.
They're a 500 team. That's what they are, Charlie.
So who?
Week 4.
The Cowboys, or what you talking about?
They're a 500
defense?
team. They're
Yes.
2-2. That's what they are. 500
Like,
team.
it's still early. We ain't, we good.
I hate defending the Cowboys,
But
but this,
Disclaimer.
but their secondary is so bad.
yeah, it's bad.
But like,
Yeah.
it's okay. So would you say that Drew Brees isn't good because they can't stop
can't
a
stop the
nosebleed?
thing.
The thing is, you start separating names from the team, so we had to.
But
do
you
the
said
whole
that
time.
first. You said
Yeah,
Dak.
come on, Charlie. Stick to what you
And
do.
Dak does his job well. Like he does what he's asked to do.
Yes.
He doesn't turn the ball over.
Yes.
I mean, is he a world beater? No, but
Dude,
like he
y'all
does his
realize
job
it's
at a
not-
high
it-
level.
No, it's not Dak. It's the offensive line. The offensive line is the key.
Offensive line don't throw over the ball.
Offensive line is the.
Hold on,
He can't throw the ball.
He
The
also
offensive line
doesn't
don't block.
like.
Charlie,
Okay,
can I
They got one of the best O
Yeah,
lines.
Charlie, can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Did you
sir.
watch any of the game today?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so did you see that about 5 times he should have been sacked? The offensive line didn't block properly at that time.
No, that's
And
what
he
y'all
and
lost.
hold on. And he avoided those sacks and made plays down the field.
You're right.
Okay,
No.
thank you. Case
You're
closed.
right. Y'all
Case
lost.
closed.
New Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, so moving on. That's what were you saying there?
Y'all lost.
You don't gotta be a fan, but respect the game.
You know, I congratulated
That's
y'all when
all
y'all
I'm
beat the
saying.
Raiders. I'm a
He
respectful
does his
fan, I'm a football
job.
fan
Yeah,
first.
he does do his job. I ain't mad at him.
So let's close out on
I
these
am.
last 2 topics.
Somebody on Periscope said OJ out. He looking for a running back coach job.
Get that joint in Louisville.
Oh, it's a mother.
They said get rid of Heat.
Tiger over.
Tiger Woods. Is it
Yeah,
officially
Heat
saying
is
he's a
banned.
done deal now?
Yeah, he might as well just
Yeah.
officially retire. Like,
Would you though?
They
Would you
started-
announce that? That you
yes.
retire?
But with golf, you never really.
Nah,
truly-
I mean,
I mean,
he
he
probably
got
gonna lay low
85.
for a minute though. He needs to. You gotta stay out the media, bro.
He
Just
just need
chill.
to.
I mean,
He
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
retire and go be a
He
speaker.
got his bread. It's
Man, he
like
can go
want
play that
attention.
Masters joint.
No, he got his break. He just want attention. I mean, he's done. He's officially done.
Does he
Yeah.
want attention?
I don't know if he want the
Yeah, I don't
attention,
think he
but
wants attention,
it just
Charlie. He's
it
happy
just
for
gets
that.
it. 'Cause-
Because he Tiger Woods.
Yeah, because he Tiger. He was on top for so long, so now the
Oh,
media. Yeah.
But here's a
Shit.
good question. Are you disappointed that he did not break the record?
No.
Nah,
I am
I'm
disappointed because
Why
he
you disappointed?
had a great career.
Charlie
No,
take this
because,
stuff personal.
okay,
boy.
if you play golf like I do, and
Oh,
you
like
want
you
him
do.
to beat Nicholas' record, he was close to getting to that record.
What's your score, Charlie?
Hey, Charlie, disappointed you ain't won the major yet.
No, when you
He
play
said like
golf,
I do.
Right.
you know what I mean?
How do you play golf,
I'm
Charlie?
ask you
You
about
gotta
you.
think about it. You wanted him to beat the record. He was close to getting. He was like what, 14 majors?
I didn't want him to
18?
beat the record.
I
He
wanted him
had
to do
2
record.
more.
Do you play golf because of Tiger Woods?
Oh,
You paused there for a second, like
Play the music. He got real emotion.
That's his hero.
Hey, Tiger Woods a legend. Tiger Woods got a lot of people teeing it up that wouldn't have.
this is true.
So he did his job. He can chill now. He ain't gonna make no more Buick commercials.
No more Buicks.
He can build his black
He was
book
supposed
back
to
up
break the
there.
record though. Like,
We didn't want him to break the
Roster
record.
the
Yeah,
little
I'm not
league.
disappointed he didn't.
You terrible.
Last one. We got a lot of females playing football now. Whether you talking Pop Warner, some in high school, a lot in high school, some are even doing the college thing now. First question is, will you ever see a female play in the NFL?
No.
no.
Second question is, should they think about considering a woman NFL league?
They have it.
They got
It's just kind of misogynist.
the little lingerie.
You talking about the lingerie league?
Little lingerie.
If to be fair,
They
like
be hitting.
yes,
They do.
Like
They have a real women's NFL league. I mean,
The-
not NFL, women's football.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a
They do.
local joint. Oh well, I don't have a local team for it, but
but these girls getting paid more money.
Yeah.
like the lingerie joint, they are getting paid more money. But they do got like the local, because a couple girls we know play.
The Divas.
Keevan on, they play so, and they actually be playing good football. Like they got some running backs that dog stuff out there. So
What they playing? What
they
league?
play? Lingerie.
Nah, you talking about that league, or you talking about like the
Which
when the
league you
DC
talking-
Divas play?
Yeah, but I was like, which one you talking about?
I don't know what the name of the league is.
Keevan them play actual pads and helmet. Like they legit.
Yeah, the Divas.
Yeah. Like they actually hitting.
Yeah, they
Fly
play good
pass.
football.
CTE for them then.
They do play good football.
But it's like, why you don't talk about CTE for them?
I don't think it's been an issue. I don't think it's come up yet.
they ain't playing their whole lives either.
Yeah, they ain't been playing since 5 years old.
All them brothers say maybe a woman will be in the NBA though.
Oh Lord, what's
Why
that?
they got the WNBA?
I'm saying so.
Charlotte
alright,
that's
so let's
paying
say-
child support gonna go.
Go ahead. Oh yeah. They showed they cheer like real.
Right, like she
This is what you want to be. But look, so
They call her Big Shorty.
Man, that's too funny.
Big Joe. But now, so if any woman, past or present, who do you think could at least hang with the guys in the NBA? If you had to pick a woman to play in the league,
What's her name?
You don't think mine more Kahoot
Yeah, Don
in the
Stanley.
league?
no.
Family? Yeah.
I'm going Cheryl Swoops,
What about Cheryl
Cynthia
Miller?
Cooper, or
Cheryl Miller. Cheryl Miller
Yeah,
definitely
Cheryl
could.
Miller.
Cheryl Miller. Yeah.
Cheryl
Drop
Miller.
record.
But you don't, so you don't think mine more could play at NBA level?
Oh no, she not.
She
She
a
got a lot of
savage,
moves. She
dog.
got a lot of moves that she can shoot.
She got range.
She just.
She can't do what Kyle Korver doing.
Nah,
She could do what Kyle
She can do what
Korver
Kyle
doing.
Korver doing.
And she probably like everybody. So in the NBA, it's different now. Like everybody's not like everybody has like two skills. Like they not like all around players. Like dudes can play defense or they can score or they can just dunk and they can't shoot. Like
Actually, I would love to see Cheryl Miller if she was younger playing the WNBA.
She
Cheryl
would have
Miller.
been cooking, bro.
Oh, she would have been
Average
good.
40.
Buckets.
So Cynthia Cooper probably to me is the greatest woman basketball
She
player.
started in the early stage of the WNBA.
So nice is nice.
Cooking, man.
The Earl Manicoke, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is so.
I mean, women basketball. I was gonna say women basketball. Women basketball. They play. All of them play like Tim Duncan, like good fundamental basketball.
Yeah, they do.
Like so you want to see that.
They do.
Some of them, they probably would give a couple of the dudes some buckets and strap them up good defense, like, but just because of the physicality of it, they
I don't
probably,
think they can play a full schedule.
yeah.
Then if you on the post and she got you on that block and you feel some type of way because she got them yams and now you running back down,
Yeah.
situation happens.
My question: she got you on the block. Are you filling up, or you just let her back you down on purpose?
First of all,
You better get the
everybody
win.
get embarrassed. So now I got strap
Yeah, you better get the win.
She's fast. She got a little.
We can talk after the game, B.
Get your quick fill, but you better get the W, man.
down,
There's so many lawsuits.
Freak that
Like
way.
I don't know what.
So let's close the show. I want to talk about the hype. Shout out to everybody that came
The
to
Huddle hike.
The Huddle hike was a success.
Yeah. We had a good time out
We
there.
got
Great
any other pictures
Falls.
from the hike? Had a good turnout. We also setting up What we doing for November?
Said you want to do paintball, right?
Yeah, paintball. Anybody interested in paintball?
Huddle paintball.
We need to
Commentate.
promote the ugly sweater.
Like it's
Ugly sweater?
Yeah, we need to.
We'll do that.
Ugly
What,
sweater.
for
We
December?
go some-
Yeah.
We can do that for December.
Ugly sweater. Let's do
All
that.
right, cool.
You got
Let's
you
do
some
that.
ugly sweaters?
You must got something to stop.
Nah.
Must got
Good Hey, let's give our guests a round of applause one more time. Mr. Quinton, the legend himself. Quinton, you got any last word for people tuning in? Thank you for coming on too, man.
Yeah, so we'll be getting ready to get started with registration for winter workouts. You can go to wingbuildersacademy.com to apply for the program. Spots are limited, and we also doing team training for various youth programs. If you're interested, you can reach out to me and we can schedule some time. But and my Instagram, Wing Builders Academy as well, so you can follow me on that, see some of the things that I'm doing. And proud of my boys, man. They're doing a great job. I'm excited, to see you guys play.
How long you been doing Wing Builders?
Officially, I guess like the last 2 years. But I've started with like a few kids that, I just wanted to help. And, I'm happy that these kids successful. I got one of my guys, he plays for the Brigade, Baltimore Brigade in Arena, Milton Williams. He was in camp with the Raiders with Amari Cooper, had a great career at Delaware State. A younger guy, brother Malik Cross at Texas State, he had a great career too. And a lot of my boys, man, about 20 of these kids, either sophomores or freshmen playing right now. So
Nice.
That's what's up.
yeah, so I'm glad they gave me permission, trust me with their development. So it's been great.
Good. Another pioneer in the community. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next Sunday. Who we got next Sunday? The brothers?
We got the Russell brothers.
We got the Russell brothers next Sunday. Tune in.
Like, share, tweet, retweet.